So, it's been a while since we've last met. There's been 2 painful videos that have come out. But I'm back now. And I know I made you cry in the last 2 videos, and I'm gonna make you cry again today. But today, there'll be tears because I made you laugh so hard that you had to cry. Today I've brought you something out of this world. Today's part 2 of the Star Wars fanfiction, so let's get into the video. Sup nerds? It's your boy King Beam, aka King Beam, back at it again with another video. How are you doing on this fine Friday afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you're in? How are you doing today? Hope you're having an excellent day. Today is a special video. It is a part 2 to my rewriting the sequels video, which has like 160 something views at this point in time of me making this video. So thank you very much. It means a lot. And so before we begin, just want to ask you guys, please like the vid, hit the subscribe button. It takes like 2 seconds. Here we go. Okay, I'm assuming you took the time to press the 2 buttons. I hope. Okay. And also before we start, just want to say that this isn't like to bash the sequels or anything. I am in love with all 3 of the sequel movies. I think they're excellent. This is just me being, I like to write stories, so I thought I'd rewrite the sequels, fan fiction, whatever you want to call it. Okay, without further ado, let's get into our video. So when we last left off, the Resistance was basically down to nothing. It's in shambles. Okay, there's no one left. There's like 10 of them. You got Leia, Poe, Finn, Rose, Rey, and some other random people who don't have names because they're not main characters, and they're vibing. And Kylo became the supreme leader. He killed Snoke and he embraced the darkness. He also killed Luke Skywalker in a lightsaber duel, which was pretty awesome. And Rey and Finn are both I won't want to call them Jedis yet, but they have displayed their Force prowess, and they are ready to take that next step to becoming a Jedi Knight. Okay, so with all that out of the way, this is where our story begins. So when we start out in our story, we find out that somehow Palpatine survived. Okay, no. What really happens is that the Resistance has grown, and rebel cells from all over the galaxy are coming to join the Resistance. We have a secret base on a super secret planet. We're all chilling, we're having fun, we're getting ready to take down the First Order and Kylo Ren. We are ready to fight for the freedom of the galaxy. And with Leia's help and the sacred Jedi texts, Rey and Finn are learning how to use the Force, and they are getting quite powerful. And they both have created their own lightsabers. Rey's is the one she used at the end of The Rise of Skywalker in the actual film, and Finn makes himself a nice looking, clean looking blue lightsaber, okay? So after we get all that exposition about what the good guys have been doing all this time, we then cut to a scene of Kylo Ren. And we find out that the First Order has been going to planets all over the galaxy, just taking them over, because Kylo is this awesome space dictator dude. He's reforged the Skywalker saber, and he bled the crystal, so now he uses 2 lightsabers, one being his original crossguard and one being his Skywalker saber. Don't know how crossguard would work dual wielding, but it's Star Wars, so why the hell not, okay? Right, so here is where the plot thickens. So I know we've all seen that one scene in The Last Jedi where Rey is doing the thing on the rock, and then Luke is like, breathe. Just breathe. And then she does the whole thing. And then she sees the darkness. And then she starts to run towards the darkness. Okay, so boom, boom, bow. It's time to get your brains ready. We're about to go on a brain blast roller coaster. So, in our version of The Rise of Skywalker, Kylo Ren and Rey, they had their force space FaceTime thing, whatever you want to call it, their link, the dyad in the force, that thing, okay? They had that going for them. And as a result of this, since they were connected, Rey is 90% good, and I would say Kylo's 90% bad, I guess. I don't know what the fraction math is, okay? Kylo starts feeling a pull to the light, and Rey starts pulling a pull to the darkness as a result of their link. And we all know that both of them have displayed light tendencies and dark tendencies in the past of two films, okay? So here we go. They're feeling this pull, okay? Something is pulling them together. So, you know what they do? They seek each other out. And so Rey doesn't tell Finn about this. She takes a ship. I don't think she should take the Falcon, because we're gonna need that later on. Yeah, she doesn't take the Falcon. She takes a ship, okay? She goes and takes a ship, and she beats Kylo Ren on, I don't know, Malachor. What is Malachor? Isn't that like a planet that's Sithy? Dathomir or Mustafar? Let's just say we meet up at Vader's castle on Mustafar, okay? So then we get this big brawl, okay? It's one of the best lightsaber fights you've ever seen in your life. Like I said in the last video, nothing can beat Obi-Wan versus Anakin, but this is up there. This is top tier lightsaber duel action, okay? So Kylo Ren and Rey are fighting each other. They're going at it. It's lightning, choke, force, push, bang, bang, boom, pow. Okay. At the end of the fight, they're clashing their sabers, right? And then there's like this big like kabloom, and then they're transported into this force realm, right? And so something happens, and their latent emotions become who they are, okay? So Kylo is pulled to the light, and Rey is pulled to the darkness, okay? And then that's what happens. Rey takes Kylo's sabers and her saber, and she dips, because that's what you do in Star Wars. You turn bad and you walk away, I guess. I don't know. Why the hell not? So, Kylo goes back to the Resistance base because he knows where it is, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. He tells Finn about what happened, and of course, Kylo Ren shows up and everybody's like, hey, what are you doing here, mate? God, you tried to kill us multiple times. What are you doing here? And, well, he's back. He's here to help, okay? He's here to provide some stones. Should have drank some water before recording this video. So, Rey can't go back to the light because she's inside of her head. There's this force thing going on in her head, and she's fighting against herself because the her that is being projected out as real right now, it's the her that can't, she's stuck in the past. She can't accept that her parents didn't come back for her. She's angry her parents didn't come back for her. She's sad she's always been alone. Her anger and her hate and her depression has made her a monster, okay? And now real Rey is fighting evil Rey inside of her head. And so Kylo, he just willingly accepted it, He knew being bad was wrong. Kylo wants to be a good boy now. So he decides to team up with Finn, and he and Finn are going to help get Rey back to the light. But here's the thing. First Order is about to launch an all-out attack on our heroes. So, instead of, like in A New Hope and Return of the Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi, and The Force Awakens, where the good guys, they go to the bad guy base and try to kill him and blow him up. No. The First Order gets all of their big boy ships, and they roll up at the Resistance base, and they're like, hey, we're taking you guys down. We're gonna blow up your planet with Death Stars that we have equipped to our ships. No, that's dumb. Jar Jar Abrams, how can you even think of that? That was stupid. Equipping Star Destroyers with Death Stars? Did you not have any other good ideas? Did you just run out of ideas at all? Did you use your brain at all? No. Okay. Sorry for that little rant. So, First Order pulls up at the Resistance base, and we're getting ready to go battle mode on everybody. The land troops pull up at the base, and they're red now, and they are just hit my mic. I'm sorry, but they're red now, and they're called Sith troopers, but they're not Force zombies. They're actual people. They're like the Death Trooper equivalent to the First Order, I guess. That would be good. Death Troopers are pretty menacing, I would say. Wouldn't want to roll up on one of them because they would destroy you, and they have their little secret language. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. So Sith troopers pull up, stormtroopers pull up, flame troopers pull up, jet troopers pull up. Yes, I'm just listing Battlefront 2 reinforcements at this point. But anyway, First Order comes to their base, and they start, killing people. And now it's like a war like you've never seen before, except probably in Clone Wars, because that was the Great War. But if you could picture live action Resistance versus First Order equivalent to the Clone Wars war, it's bloody, it's menacing, it's awesome. Okay. And then while we are going through this, what happens? I don't know what happens next. I'm just coming up with this as I go. I had a script, but I changed my mind about my plot as soon as we started recording, because in our original script, Palpatine was supposed to put a parasite into Rey's brain and take over her body as a Force ghost, but I didn't go with that. I went with this. So anyway, during the fight, we see that Kylo Ren runs into some trouble, okay? He's about to die. The Sith troopers, they pull up, and they're about to get rid of him because, well, he doesn't have a lightsaber at this point. He's just using Force, and he gets ambushed by some Sith troopers, but no, Leia swoops in, and she's already, weak at this point because of what happened to her in the last movie, but in this movie, she uses up the last of her Force ability, and she does this big giant repulse type of attack, and then boom, just wipes out an entire section of everybody. Okay, if you've seen Luffy use Conqueror's Haki in One Piece, think of it like that, but Star Warsy. So she does that, and then she gets all weak, and then Kylo Ren's like, "Oh, Mom, I love you. Ugh, gotta get rid of the First Order." So Kylo Ren, he finds Leia's lightsaber somewhere. I don't know. Plot, I guess. Leia had a blue lightsaber in The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know how else to explain him getting another lightsaber. Let's just say he got one, okay? He got a lightsaber, and it works. No, actually, Leia dies, and then he's mad. He and Finn go to the Star Destroyer where Rey is sitting on a throne. Kylo Ren takes the Skywalker saber back, and then he purifies the red crystal like Ahsoka did her lightsaber, and now the Skywalker saber has a white blade, okay? Boom! That was cool. You better need that you didn't see that coming, did you? No, because it's plot. So Finn and, well, now Ben Solo, they're going against Rey, and this still not better than Obi-Wan versus Anakin, but it's better than the fight that was earlier in the movie. This one, it's very intense, okay? There's a lot of choreography. There's force powers swinging out of their hands left and right. They're brawling. They're getting scarred, and they're just going at it. There's also an air assault. Poe and Chewie and all of them, they're up in the sky fighting off TIE fighters, trying to, get rid of the First Order so that they don't get wiped out, because they need the Resistance to save the universe. So, everything starts to go downhill, okay? The air people in the sky and space, their air assault, it starts getting wiped out. Everyone's getting blown up, Leia, their leader, died. So, and Finn and Kylo, they went up to the Star Destroyer, so their ground assault team is getting wiped out by a whole bunch of Sith troopers. And Rey is kind of putting in work and beating up Ben and Finn. So it's looking to be a bad situation for our little band of resistance that has grown bigger, but it's not, it's not what it could be, okay? So, now that our backs are against the wall, it's time for the main characters to start putting in some work, okay? So, on the ground team, who could, I don't know, I guess Rose starts corralling people together and getting the morale up so that they can start winning the war, I guess. Something's happening down there. Up in space, Chewie and Poe, they're like, hey, it's time to clutch up for the boys. They start releasing all of their pilot skills. They're doing spins because that's a neat trick. They start destroying some of the TIE fighters, and they're getting the upper edge because they're just going crazy. Like, imagine 2 ace top tier pilots just going at it in the sky, just destroying them. They're getting the morale up in the sky. And then Finn and Poe, they start releasing some new abilities. I don't know, there's that one ability that Starkiller does where he does a repulse mixed with lightning and almost kills him, but he can do it because he's cool. And they start fighting, okay? So the resistance starts getting the upper hand, okay? It looks like we're about to win, but Rey is still she won't let go. She's still fighting herself inside of her own head, and it's not okay. So at this point in time in the movie, the ground team won and the sky team won, and all that's left is to get Rey back and stop their leader, their supreme leader of the First Order. That's all they gotta do, okay? So, Finn, he lets out a Rey! He lets out one of those Rey cries, okay? And then Poe shows up and he lets out a cry. Ben does it too. Chewie shows up and he does a and then everybody's just screaming Rey because they're trying to get her back. And she sees that her new friends are her new family. She doesn't need to hold on to the past anymore. She hears the words of Ben Solo saying, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be. And finally, after struggling, she lets go. She forgets about the past. She doesn't care about who her parents are anymore. All she cares about is her new family. Rey is back. The Resistance has won. We defeated the First Order. We just had a really cool lightsaber fight, really cool space battle scenes. Sith troopers were cool even though they got defeated. The Resistance has won. We get a celebration music thing. We have a funeral for Leia and Luke, and we're just vibing, okay? We won. We defeated the First Order. We defeated Disney, and we had a great movie. We're vibing, okay? Yeah. That's the King Beam version of The Rise of Skywalker. It's going to be called, I don't know yet, but it will be in the thumbnail once I come up with a title. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know. It's just me being a weird nerd kid and rambling around talking about Star Wars stuff. So, yeah. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. And if you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike. Subscribe if you're new. Come be part of my Royal Guards. Link to my Discord will be in the description. Come hang out with me, become friends with my friends, my crew, you know. And yeah, again, I hope I made you laugh. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Peace out.